Hello, and welcome to today's session on how to evaluate a function. This session is presented to you by Algebra for Adults with Mr. Harris. So today we're just going to look at the simple examples of evaluating function, which means we're going to take an input, do some processing to it, and we're going to look at what the output is, exactly as you see in this diagram right here. So we're going to show you how to do that. Now here's some example problems we're going to try, or the example problem. We're going to have 3 different inputs to this problem just to show you different forms of input and what you have to do. So, are you puzzled like this girl, or can you do these problems already? These are some terms. I'm not going to go through them right now. We already went through these. If you have any questions, you can send me a text or something. Now here's an example of a function very quickly. This represents the input over here, the x. This represents the output, which is the y. The arrows represent what we do to it. Here's a 1 as an input, and we get out a 5. Here's a 5 as an input, we get out a 25. So apparently, whatever we put into this function, we're going to multiply by 5, and that's going to be our output. Okay? So, let's go to the examples. Oh, one more review topic here. This is a graph of a function. If you remember the vertical line test, it can help you determine if any graph is a function. So for it to be a function, it can only hit the graph in one place, as you see here in this one here. Over here, you see the function, the vertical line hits the graph in 2 places, and also over here. All right, so let's look at problem 1, the only problem we have, and we're going to look at A. Section A, we're going to take the 2, and we're going to substitute the 2 into this formula up here. Then after that, we're going to substitute the x plus 3, and then we're going to substitute the minus 5. So let's do the 2 first. First thing you're going to do is write down your equation. You're noticing where the x's are. Then everywhere you see an x, you're going to put a 2. So this is our new equation right here with all numbers. And then we're going to do the math, and we're going to come up with this 4 plus 6 plus 5, which gives us 15, and that's our answer. So I know that f of 2 is 15, okay, for this function. Now in the same function, we're going to put in x plus 3 as our input. Okay, so remember, we're going to do the same thing. Everywhere you see an x, you're going to replace it with x plus 3, and then we're going to do the math, if there's any to be done. So right here, there's some math to be done. X plus 3 squared is x plus 3 times x plus 3. We work that out. We get x squared plus 6x plus 9. Then we distribute the 3 over here. That's going to give us 3x plus 9. And then the 5 stays the same. We collect like terms, and we end up with x squared plus 9x plus 23. So as you notice, this is not a numerical answer. This answer has variables in it, and that's definitely allowed. Finally, the last type of problem, we're going to put in a minus x. Okay? Now, usually kids get confused by that, but what you want to do is just do the exact same thing you did before. Put in first, write it with the minus x everywhere you see an x. Then you're going to do the math. Our math in this case has us end up with a positive x squared, because negative x times negative x is positive x squared. And then minus x times 3 gives me minus 3x plus 5, and that is the answer to letter C. And that's it for today, folks. Thank you very much.